situations. I think he's actually one of the heroes that can be a flex 3 or 4 because he has really good base regen. He can buy that stout shield, go to the lane and harass, and then later on you can kind of build around him. He doesn't need farm to the same extent that a Sand King or Night Stalker does. So I could definitely see that being a possibility. Did they make my head big again? Why are you smiling?
No, just Nature's Prophet.
Oh yeah.
I like to
Look
see
at that.
this hero. And it's Alliance again.
This
Yep.
hero always feels to me like he's in a weird spot. I feel like he's very good at split pushing, but in terms of trying to like compete in terms of damage and when you get your Orchid up, it just feels like he falls short a lot of the time. Like you get that Orchid and you want to have that big impact, but a lot of the time it feels like you don't do as much as you think you should. I don't know.
To me, Nature's Prophet feels like in a 2-1-2 meta, I think he probably excels. I mean, we saw a while back Nature's Prophet +1. I think Naga was the most prevalent of the heroes that you would see him lane with, and you would just crush. If you send a weak support to that lane or a hero that doesn't buy a stout shield as a safe lane, you're gonna have a bad time. You're just gonna get bullied around by trees, and the lane pressure is tremendous. The strength I feel of Prophet, besides just the ability to split push, is he can buy whatever he wants. Whatever the team needs, if he needs to be the utility hero, he can be the utility hero. He can be the guy who just buys an Orchid or a Hex. He can, like, no matter what the team requires, he fills that gap in itemization.
I just want to mention real quickly that they went for Naga Ember, which is what I had said they maybe should, and I am always worried when I see teams do that because I'm like, if I'm thinking this, and you know what I mean? Like, you picking up what I'm putting down a little bit there?
Are you worried for them?
I'm worried for them
because they picked what
took
you
my,
wanted.
Exactly.
All right.
You don't give yourself too much enough credit. I think I think it's fine. So there's a couple of things to cover here. First of all, Ember against Nature's Prophet and Elder Titan, two heroes that can't really stop him in his tracks. It's very difficult to catch him with Elder Titan. It's very telegraphed when you try to cast the Stomp. You have two ways of dodging it with Ember. He's one of the heroes that can catch Furion around the map. Now I want to quickly touch on Nature's Prophet just for this team specifically because I know the player very well. It's Koikva playing the Furion for Alliance every game. They haven't put it on Boxy a single time since Koikva joined. And some of the concerns you have about Nature's Prophet, I think, have a root in him being played as an offlaner a lot. And Alliance give him true core priority. They play him as a 2, whichever lane he goes to, or even a 1, 1.5. Koikva takes a lot of space. He generally gets a very fast Orchid. And the concern you have with him falling off on damage, the general item build he will go for is an Orchid into Shadowblade and then Nullifier and basically just snipes a hero with Nullifier Orchid. The Nature's Prophet himself can kill most cores just out of Invis with that combo, and that's his way of staying relevant when it comes to a split push game. So, as long as you have the farm on that hero, I definitely think it can be run as a true, even a position 1. But I think nowadays, especially if you're playing it as a 1 or 2, you need an expert to make the hero work as much as it used to. So, but they have it. I think Koikva is excellent on this hero. So. They got Taiga his Elder Titan, by the way, one of his best.
So are they going to do Nature's Prophet Elder Titan in the dual offlane?
They could. Koikva's been playing a decent amount of Furion mid. I think they might end up doing that if they see it's an Ember mid, because it's a very Furion-favored lane, I would imagine. You'd just harass him out of lane early, get all the denies. That's another thing about it for them, is that they can put Koikva in all of the 3 lanes and just build around it the way they want, so they feel very flexible, I think.
Yeah.
I like the Jakiro ban. I think that the pairing up with the Naga Siren. Curious if they would take the Disruptor out. They're going to go Beastmaster. And Phoenix.
I like that.
Alliance
Again.
are playing this hero a lot.
Yeah.
It was in the last game that we saw from them. I feel like this is a hero that's been getting a lot of buff after buff after buff. And I don't know. I guess like it always feels a little bit sketchy because it doesn't have a stun out of the support role. And now they don't really have a stun out of their first 3, which is slightly concerning to me.
Well, there's 2 ways of looking at it, in my opinion. You see the Phoenix and you say, okay, can we make people fight around the egg? If the answer is no, then you have to be able to pressure towers, right? And I think that they're going to go for the strategy of just pressuring towers, because now they have a Morph and a Nature's Prophet. Both these heroes hit towers very well. Obviously, it's going to be a bit easier to snipe the Nature's Prophet, but if what Synerin said is true, and then it's only going to be Koikva playing it, he'll have items to be able to keep himself alive. So between those 2, I would even say that BlinkPool right now are the ones who are kind of lacking the ability to deal with Alliance's cores. I mean, sure, you have Ember's catch, and Undying is going to be great during the laning phase, but during the mid-late game, I could see definitely some issues arising here for BlinkPool.
Wonder what Alliance are thinking for last pick. I don't think it feels that good playing Nature's Prophet if nobody sets you up for anything. So I do believe they will get Boxy a hero that's not his Brewmaster. Even though they can try to take this 5-man approach, I would like it a lot more if he has some sort of catch, like maybe a Legion Commander, but then you're dependent on a mobility item. Okay, he just got a lot more appealing because of the PL pick. It's a hero that can catch
You don't think
Ember.
that's too farm heavy to pick
That's what
Legion?
I'm worried about. Like I think they need too much space compared to what their heroes have. I think their 3 needs to be almost a 3.5 this game. There's a Morphling and a Furion. They're gonna kill creeps, and Phoenix wants a little bit of space too. I like this
Nyx
PL. I
assassin.
think this PL pick is pretty good this game. It's great against Phoenix. Did you say Nyx for Alliance?
Yeah, I was just joking. We were talking
I
about it
don't-
earlier.
I don't know if
I mean, it's
that's-
not horrible, but
It's a pretty good joke.
does he have a lane to go to? Is my question.
You can play with Elder Titan.
What about for BlinkPool if you say that, like, you know, you need to pump this up to 3.5, what if you do like the Naga core
Yeah, not
and
bad.
then try and build into like a Meteor Hammer for contain and stuff? Is that too crazy? Too outside the box?
I kind of like Naga 3 in general, but I think they need someone. They would benefit a lot from having a secondary way of catching this Morphling and Furion, and I don't know if they can get that done with a position 4 while Naga is 3. Like, what 4s are there? There's Nyx for them as well as a possibility. What like cheap catches are even left in the game here?
Is there like Lion? Wind Ranger's banned out.
Lion can technically be decent. He's not the best laner though.
Clock is good against 2 of them, but not Morph.
Yeah. If you open it up to position 3, there's a couple of more options, right? Like then you can consider.
Okay, is there
core
any
sinking.
world where BlinkPool will run the PL on an aggro lane? If they do like PL on dying,
That is definitely possible.
I think so. It's
and
a
then they
pretty
could
good
pick
lane.
another hero for. They could put Ember safe lane and pick a mid, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Because then I could see them doing like a Puck, because Puck owns this lineup.
They have a lot of options. They have a pretty flexible draft in that regard.
Don't know how much Madara actually. Oh, never mind. It's not Madara. There would be the Puck mid for Kezu, and then a safe lane Ember for Kaiser, and an off lane PL for Madara. You think?
Yeah, because Kezu plays Puck. I've seen him play. it
Yeah,
a
he
ton.
does. He does
Yeah.
play Puck. He has a good Puck. I think that could be a solution. It's just Puck's in a weird place. It just doesn't feel as strong anymore. Even if you see a lineup where
But
like
I
Puck is great
feel-
here, it could be worth a try in this game.
Yeah, if they have good enough catch, I feel like the PL Ember just become your win condition.
The downside is if you pick Puck now, you can get counterpicked on mid.
True.
Puck has
That's very
some
true.
matchups that are a bit annoying, like Dragon Knight, for example. I think could be a nice pick for Alliance. They could put Boxy on that, solves their catch problem. It gives them a lane against the Puck. It's actually good against PL as
But
well.
how confident are you that Alliance would win their side lanes if you were to last pick the favorable mid matchup?
Elder Titan Nature's Prophet is no joke. That lane
Yeah.
is really strong.
Yeah.
Or they could put ET with Morphling and play Fear and Phoenix. They could actually win all 3 lanes if they do that and play it well. Elder Titan is one of the heroes that can match up to Undying early on if you get a lot of spirit damage in. Protect the Morphling that way, and really Furion is such a strong laner that I think he can compensate for Phoenix's minor weaknesses.
I think this might
Let's
just
see.
be Occam's razor for BlinkPool. You just pick a 3 here or something.
Oh yeah, we were just going a little hard on the theory craft.
I do
I mean,
think
but what
they'll
else
pick
is available besides, like, Legion got banned. Do you pick, like, Batrider or something for BlinkPool? I mean, what else?
That's actually not bad.
Whoa, okay. Well,
that's a Zeus.
See, I don't know. They just lost to these 2 heroes, you know? It's like they
Yeah.
just lost to Ember Zeus, and now they're just grabbing it straight away. They probably haven't even got time to practice a single game in between. I think, you know, sometimes it just works, and sometimes it doesn't. Like, you're copying another team, you're probably not going to play it as well as them. You're going to feel like it looked so easy, but that's because they do the small things right, because they've practiced it 25 times and you've practiced it 0. I'm a bit worried that they might just be overreacting based on the thing
I
they
mean,
lost
it
to.
is
But at
it
the
is
same
a
time,
good Zeus game.
it is a good Zeus game. And if their players like the heroes and play them well, they can definitely run it. But this seems a bit like a bit of a knee-jerk reaction based on the last game.
They have one stun, sort of.
yeah.
sort of.
And
Sort of.
snare, chains. Yeah, this is, and then you have X on the other side.
Sure catch. He needs a dagger though. It is a catch that needs some time. He's great against PL. He's great against Ember.
I feel like this Morphling is just going to go crazy, and every
Yeah, he
time they
can.
try
Yeah.
and push with this Undying, they're just going to drop a Tombstone of Alliance's own.
Can we just talk about how ridiculous Mike's Morphling looks?
It
Like,
looks
come on.
so
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Please change
He's
your
got the
items.
ethereal blades. I don't know what this looks like. A head of the Viper. He took Viper's head off of his model and just put it on himself.
And then he took Legion Commanders, whatever that is.
Sash.
Yeah. So I kind of like this Axe pick, but it does have a few weaknesses. Like I said, it's good core matchups against 2 of them, but I think Zeus is one of the hard matchups for Axe. Easy blink cancel, high burst damage against these high health heroes when he gets to cast his spells, and he's also fighting into a Naga Siren who can easily song when he goes for a blink call catch. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think BlinkPool won the draft much, if at all, and I would think Alliance should be the stronger team going in.
You have to. I mean, remember this is also Mike's Morphling. He's done a lot of work pretty recently.
Yeah, he's great
too.
on that hero.
So
And it looks like a pretty free Morphling game.
yeah, I
relatively
mean he's gonna
speaking.
feel pretty good. I think this game.
Nothing stops him in BKB.
Yep. The other question I have is who do they send with Boxy? I'm assuming they do dual offlane with Boxy. Do they send the Phoenix or do they send the Elder Titan with Boxy?
I think you want Elder Titan ideally to lane against. Well, both of them are actually important too. That's the good thing about the Naga Undying is that they're both strong laners. I'm thinking about who you want to help the most. I think you protect your Morphling first and foremost.
Okay.
So I would probably send Elder Titan with Morph and Phoenix top with Axe and just. It's kind of a nice harassment lane too. You have Battle Hunger and Fire Spirits. You
Yeah, I
can
was thinking the same
pressure
thing.
them out of lane. They don't have any. Only the PL can get rid of them unless Naga skills Mirror Image level 1, but that sucks. So I don't think he will. So yeah.
One thing that I'll mention is when we were watching the Chinese qualifiers, IG was beating absolutely everybody with early Undyings, pushing down towers, taking wins. The answer to that was Team Serenity, and they kept on running Morphling for it. And so even if you did push the tempo, you just drop the Tombstone, you steal it.
Yeah,
right.
I
That's a
meant-
great point. That's really strong.
It's super. Morph is such a good ability sometimes. It's actually like the whole Morph versus Gyrocopter matchup thing is kind of insane when you think about it. Like Morph just does more damage with Flat Cannon than the actual hero that it's on. So he's got a lot of good Morph targets, and in this game too, the Undying is a very good point.
I mean, even the Ember is not a terrible either. You take over the Flame Guard,
Yeah.
and then you come back and you get that extra bit of damage.
Yeah.
So you're
stealing
saying a
Tombstone.
hero that can turn into any hero is good.
Pretty much.
Confirmed.
Decent, at
And
least.
that also is one of the best late game carries in the game.
We figured it out, guys.
It's really good.
Why don't you just first pick it then if it's so good?
People were doing that too. That was
Really?
crazy.
Morphling is
First pick?
Well, it had to be with IO. That was the other
Is
thing.
that in China that you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Wait,
No, it
they
was
first
before
picked
that.
Morph IO?
I think that we saw that. That was actually. I think that was at one of the tournaments leading up to the qualifiers.
Okay.
Oh, I like this little. You can see that the pause is going on. It's not like see-through though. I'm exposing
Oh,
secrets. Alright, Rob is flaming me. Sorry, Rob.
Oops.
Oh no, you're gonna make my face big again, aren't you?
I like how you
You got off easy.
got sorry to Rob is flaming me.
That's a good point.
He's apologizing, man. You're being too hard on yourself again. He wasn't sorry, not sorry kind of thing.
It was sarcasm. I knew it.
Rob's a gem.
Do you like or hate that saying? I know some people hate sorry,
Sorry,
not
not
sorry.
sorry?
Yeah.
I used to like it. I don't really like it anymore.
It doesn't bother me.
I mean, it's not gonna ruin my day soon if somebody comes up to me and says sorry, not sorry.
I'm
you
just
know?
gonna
If they
think
just come
less
out of
them as a
nowhere, you've
person.
never met them before. They just walk up really close in front of you, stare you down, and they're like, sorry, not sorry.
I'll have a few other questions for that person when they do come up and talk to me that way. Not why are you saying that to me?
I don't actively do this, but I don't think I associate with people that would do that. That's not a choice. That's just like that's just something that happens.
I'm from Denmark. We do it all the time.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh man, Canadians, they're the worst about it. Plus they say sorry.
Are you Canadian?
No, I'm just
Oh.
talking about. I mean, we hang out with a lot of Canadians. To be fair, Trent, Jenkins, a few casters.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, Trent truly is a really bad guy.
Yeah,
to be
terrible,
around.
terrible guy, awful. Trent, I love you.
So let's think about the laning here. It looks like it's going to be Naga PL, so good call on the PL going bottom, as of now at least. Will be protected by Misery. And the Elder Titan will be running the Spirit through. So Elder Titan will be playing with Morphling. This looks like a 2-for-2 rune trade-off. It is indeed. Taiga steals the one from the Dire, and I believe that was Kezu stealing one from the Radiant. They got one up there at least. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
it
which
was
one.
Kezu.
Yeah, it was Kazu.
So this laning is a safe lane Zeus. Axe is a pretty good matchup, and he's going to have a bit of help here from the... who's that? That's the Undying. So should be doing great here as Phoenix is trying for Courier Snipe. They seem to be very well prepared for that.
They
so
have
good
a very
call.
good understanding. They're not going to send this until either 3 minutes where they see the Phoenix in some other lane.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain.
I feel like we've been seeing, like, ever since Solo was doing this, like, teams have really started to adjust, and people pick up what it is that VP is doing, and then people make the adjustments themselves.
I mean, at least he got a nice ward down for Insania. I don't even know how effective this is.
He's
the first
clubbing Misery. Yo, is he dying down there?
one. Is he?
Run away.
He started taking serious damage. He got like 5 hits in on him with a strong Astral, but not enough. And it is going to be the Koikva mid Nature's Prophet, so enjoying this matchup against Ember Spirit for sure. Until Ember is 6, then it gets a bit tricky, but for now he's going to be totally fine.
Yeah, counter helix first for Axe. No level 1 battle hunger, but I guess the Zeus can get it off pretty quickly anyway.
Isn't this the boxy hero? I feel like I always hear about him playing Axe.
You might be thinking about Jonas some fun, but Boxy also plays a great X. So.
Okay.
It's more, I don't think it's the hero he's known for the most, but it definitely is one of his best.
Okay.
This Zeus is getting pretty good farm. 8 last hits, they're zoning out the Axe really effectively.
I feel like in this lane, though, Alliance could just be cutting. Like,
Yeah.
does the Zeus really want to walk away for a potential chance to cancel a TP or something? I don't know. It feels like they don't have to be contesting the
There
wave
you
the
go.
way they
They're
are.
pulling the wave now.
Okay, I was waiting on it.
Oh, nice. Saxa?
Oh, what a play.
That was Andy
he
stacked
can
it.
still get it back, but he's...
And he almost kills Insania too with the Soul Rip and Decay.
He did get the creeps, though. He actually right-clicked him before he dove away to
Yeah.
ensure that he got the
Wow.
pull.
That
was
is
very nicely
next
done.
level play.
He
Yeah.
got 3 of them on him. One went to the camp and will die, but this is good stuff. Disrupting this safe lane play. I kind of like Andy's idea as well. I just think it's a lot safer when Axe is level 3. For the level 2 counter helix, cutting waves takes a decent amount of time when you're only level 2, and Undying can follow the Axe around and might be able to pressure him away.
I guess the other question is, if your axe is cutting, do you skill Sunray over Spirits?
I would think so.
I think you should skill Spirits in this lane.
It's a lot of damage.
If
Yeah.
you're going for the hunger build, then Spirits makes sense, right? But if you're just cutting and trying to get like a really fast Hood or Vanguard or whatever into Blink...
He did skill Hunger now, right?
No, he hasn't skilled yet.
He's holding the point.
Okay.
And we'll see.
So have a look at this mid CS for now. I think this is very telling. This happens pretty much every single game Koikva goes mid on Nature's Prophet. If he has a favorable matchup, he will get a lot of denies, and the enemy will get very few. So should be getting his level 6 before Ember does, and that is important because that opens up him to make the first play instead of the Ember Spirit. Nothing much is really going to happen until they're 6, I believe. He's 20-7 against 12-0, so a decent win.
And his target lane's top, right? That feels like the easiest place to pressure.
Probably. Unless there's like a fight going on bottom where there's trading happening, then maybe he can connect and get a kill with the Morph ET. Nice CS from Kezu's going to break the battle hunger.
Kezu was up 2 levels. He's only up 1 level now in Boxy. Starting to do some damage. 1-2-2. He has Arcanes too now for Kezu. Top CS in the game currently.
Yeah. Oh, 10 denies on Zeus. That's very nice.
Yeah.
That damage buff, though.
Hey.
Yeah. No joke.
Let's see.
How much did he get? 6?
That was 4?
He got 4, but not too long ago he also got 4 or 6.
Yeah, I was talking about the most recent one. I think it was...
The most recent was 4, I think.
Okay.
Or was it 5? Damn, I don't know.
I don't know, but it was a lot. He got a lot of damage.
Oh, that battle hunger is just like immediately
Yeah.
taken
It's
off.
just gone.
I'd like to see Boxer use his sticks. I think he can get more value out of it. He should be expecting to get another 10 stick up anyway, so might as well get the heal value since he's playing against Decay and Arc Lightning. There will be plenty more where that came from.
I still feel like they should be playing this lane more aggressive than they are. Like, they're just sitting there letting, like, Saxa and Kezu spam them with spells, when you could split literally, like, half the damage that the Axe would be taking, because if the Undying walks over there, it's one hero, and he can't really auto-attack an Axe tanking a full creep wave. I'm unsure as to why they're not just behind a tower right now.
Yeah, if they don't actually try to go for pressure with their fire spirits and whatnot, this doesn't make much sense. I would agree.
Yeah.
Because what's the worst case scenario? The Naga TPs and you lose the Axe once? That's like
Probably. That's not even really a loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to think of a legitimate
Oh, he's
reason
going
why
mid.
Kaiser has a haste rune sprout. He Quelling Blades through it. Quakefa going to tank the damage. Searing Chains onto 2. Kaiser taking some tower hits. Now they rotate Taigen as well. Kaiser has to leave. They're taking too much damage.
Ooh.
Icarus dive. They need to stomp on one of these heroes. They can't decide who. Sox is rotated in. He does have the soul rip, but Kaiser's just going to run away. I think
the
Misery's going to
courier.
make it away.
Yeah, it got really close. They
Wow.
shielded it as they were going for one more hit on it.
They're still chasing. Quakefa TP'd in. Misses the sprout. They still have the... I can't chase him. There's nothing else that they can use to grab him
he
there.
might have killed him if he got the sprout.
Yep.
I think he was looking for the double block off because he anticipated like tangos or something,
Yeah.
but he actually didn't have any.
Meanwhile, Boxy gets this room, throws up a call on Madara, does some damage. But here comes Saxa. Are they going to try to turn this? They don't have Tomb. Undying is almost level 3. Boxy's going to try to turn. Madara, I don't know if he wants to chase. He's level 2 Phantom Burst. They do drop the Tombstone. He actually got enough experience for level 3. He'll try to TP, but he turns and calls instead. And he gets a 3-man call again as
the
well.
damage!
And he gets Saxa too. Wow, what a turnaround. Madara does get first blood though on Boxy, but
Wrath
it's a
of
1-4
Nature,
trade.
baby.
Yeah, that was...
That did a lot of damage flying through from Quakefin mid. So if you notice what happened here, they've lane swapped the PL to top. I don't think they're doing it because Zeus doesn't want to be there anymore, but PL needs to have a game. And the price they paid bottom is, look at Madara as compared to the Morphling. Like, this is a really big difference. 22 to 40, 16 denies on Morphling. He's very far ahead bottom. The trade-off that they made was that they gave Zeus a good start, and now he can come bottom and lane here. But he's not really favored here, and now we've got a PL against an Axe, who got off to an okay-ish start. So I think Madara can actually be pressured in this lane now, especially with the Furion as a possible TP in. So I don't know if this initial laning option from BlinkPool is really going to pay off the way they were hoping for.
The Morph does need to be careful. The
Oh,
Zeus outputs a ton of
He's
damage.
300 HP. He takes a lightning bolt and the Zeus ult and he dies essentially. So
Yeah. And Kez is also going Soul Ring Arcanes, which means, oh my!
okay, he actually
Yeah,
did it. I literally
I-
I looked away for half a second. He did. I'm triggered. All right.
I think that was Bolt plus Soul Rip.
Yeah.
I did not think he would sit.
Oh, they didn't even rip? Wait,
no.
what?
He
It was
didn't
it
even
was
pop
it was a
ultimate.
bolt and an arc. That's all it was.
Oh,
my
damn, that's,
God.
that's just a blunder.
Well,
Why
he
did
had-
I look away?
He had decay on too, so like, and that's the thing is like, yeah, he should be able to have a good time, but if you die once or twice like that, it makes up for it.
It's just too
instantly.
greedy.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't die, though, like Kezu's build will ensure that he has.
Kaiser is in mid.
Nice sprout.
And he gets blocked by the creeps. He's going to take a few tower hits. He should survive anyway. Maybe. He has a remnant. He does take a lot of auto attack damage with the phase boots and the null talisman on the Nature's Prophet.
There's
but
a Wrath of Nature. Needs to be careful not to be in vision now.
He TP's
TPing.
home. He
That's good.
should be fine now.
Playing it safe there. Doesn't want to pull a Mickey.
Jesus. He's sitting at 500 HP now, but he can get decayed still from Saxa.
There's a raindrop too. That helps a bit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Phoenix is even lower in HP. He needs to be careful. They'll rotate in Taiga. Oh my god. This is a very dangerous lane. Forget about the Axe PL top.
I mean, like, I feel like he can sit at even higher HP than that, like a little bit, right? Because he's hidden for like what 100 damage.
Well, he's
Yeah.
got a raindrop too, so.
Yeah.
This is what X can do now. Now that he's not laning against Zeus, has Tranquil Boots, he gets a lot more space right now. Because these two heroes don't actually deal with him very well.
Oh, what a call. But he's not getting any spends. Finally, he gets one. Misery's still fine, though. Boxy a little bit low in HP. Quakefa's TPing in on the other side.
he
They
could've
snare
dunked
him up. Battle Hunger is there. Misery will probably die. Can Madara get out? Looks like he can. The Trance are following him. Misery will get auto attack twice. The Coin Blade will come out. That will secure the kill. Nice TP in from Quakefa. I don't think they can get anything else with this.
Nature's Prophet is a very special hero when it comes to rotations, because most of the time you'll be like, oh, he's dead now.
All right.
You'll be like, is it worth rotating your mid hero to kill a support top? But Nature's Prophet is not really that big of a commitment. You can always just TP back as well. This Kaiser play is going to turn out very nicely for him.
He uses his last remnant. He doesn't have enough mana for Searing Chains. He finds himself a double kill. So Kaiser just got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Big play. Nice rotation.
Yeah,
So
that quick play from Furion I think was good, but they didn't find a way to get out of it afterwards. And the two counterplay kills for Ember surely worth it, especially because one of them was, of course, the mid kill. It ended up being 2 cores for 1 support, so obviously very BlinkPool favored.
And you can see down here, as long as they keep on giving Morphling a good time, I still think the status quo of the game hasn't changed that much, but BlinkPool are making good adjustments, and, well, They're going to try and secure themselves the Bounty Rune. Stomp comes a bit too late, but they might be able to do something here. As
That's a nice tomb drop. Misery comes in, no song available. Mike gets lightning bolted, almost dies. There's no Zeus ulti.
they have their own tombstone now. They're slowed down here.
Yeah.
But they can't get in range.
So I was kind of curious in your opinion of this, Sin, but you talked about earlier about how Mickey doesn't really have a counter this game if he has BKB. But
Yeah.
my feeling is that when you're playing against heroes like PL, if you're forced to buy BKB, you're actually at somewhat of a disadvantage because it just means that the PL is going to have one more item up on you because I don't feel he actually needs BKB this game at all on the PL. So do you still think it's good that, you know, once the Morphling has BKB, sure, the Zeus won't really do much to him, but I feel like his item progression is still going to feel weird because if you have to buy Linken's and BKB, it just feels...
I don't know if he needs to buy Linken's. I think he can take
Well,
a
that's what he
page.
has. He has Linken,
Yeah.
but-
So what was the build we generally saw GGG go for from
They went
Serenity?
for the Dragonlance,
Dragonlance
and then
Morbid?
occasionally into Manta. Or yeah, Morbid. Right, Dragonlance Morbid Mask.
Yeah, so you can do more of like a combat build. I don't know if the Linken's is really useful this game. Like, what's it good against?
It's just one of those feel-good items on Morph, I
Yeah.
think.
Nice kill.
Get some spirits out.
Yeah, this is starting to look really good for BlinkPool. They got multiple kills in the last few minutes. Kaiser and now Madara has caught up nicely on the PL. He's actually overtaken the Morph by a decent amount after being destroyed in lane. So these lane swaps that I didn't think were going to work out this well ended up doing very well with the Morphling kill bottom and with the rotation top from Ember. They've kind of salvaged everything. And now their early stage is looking very solid. They're going to get the top tower.
I mean, they're doing really well. That one kill on Mike was pretty rough for Alliance. It really slowed him down. He was even with the PL for a while there, and now he is behind him.
And you're feeling the difference in this game in terms of tempo because one team has an Ember Spirit that can make plays and the other one has a Furion. In addition to that, the Ember team has a Naga and Snare. What's your catch on Alliance? You have an Elder Titan Stomp and an Axe that needs Dagger. Does he have
has it
Dagger?
now.
He just
Good.
finished
Got
it.
it, yeah.
This needs to be put to use. It's Alliance's only play on the map.
They're gonna
Depends
smoke
on
with it.
Axe. Blink Call with Supernova is very strong, obviously.
Did this ward see them walk over into the jungle? They might know this is coming. They will scan. Radiant scans up on
Zoxka's
the
in a
Ember
really
Hydra.
good spot. Oh, they didn't walk into him, though.
They could, oh, this could be a blink on two. He just misses the Zeus, and it looks like Kezu might be able to get away. They're going to send the Spirit in. Zoxa gets the Tombstone down. They'll clean that up,
Thanks
and they'll
for the
clean up
gold.
the kill as well. They wanted a lot more with that. Zeus ulti comes out. This is going to give more room for Madara and the rest of the crew top lane as well for BlinkPool.
Yeah, not too good of a rotation. They got a support kill and they almost lost their mid tower. So nice again for BlinkPool. Overall. And this Ember is really, he's proving to be a really strong hero across the day, really.
And Snare, oh, they're diving at tier 2. Riptide comes out. Call comes in, though. Kaiser's sitting at pretty healthy HP. They'll just Song. They'll probably TP out, I would imagine. Kaiser is waiting. I'm assuming he has a Remnant somewhere. Oh, he's just got a triple Remnant and then try to get out, and he will do so by heading up to the north, and he does make it away.
That was
Not
a nice play.
actually.
Almost got him.
And it's a little bit scary again. I saw Misery over there just sitting for the longest time, and I feel like it's kind of, again, talking about the way that they're wanting to play. They want to play around Kaiser. So he was sitting there while Ember was split pushing both of the side lanes, and then as soon as somebody rotated in, he tried to make a move so that way he could either secure a kill or save the Ember if something like that happened. And then they can move and play around the other side of the map and push down bottom lane.
I think the Zeus is actually doing way more than anyone had expected. Like, just because of the capability of walking bottom, having almost an infinite mana pool, and keeping them more from taking the tower. I think that's, like, the most important thing. Having the hero down there that can spam so proficiently and not really put himself in harm's way until even the Axe has a Blink Dagger.
Oh, Soxa dodging that one. And that one.
That was
What a guy. Where's the zombie taunt? He has the best taunt, I think.
the
on
Michael
there.
Jackson one,
Yeah,
Thriller.
the Thriller.
I spammed that so hard. He hasn't used it
No.
yet so far.
There's a zombie being thrown at the zombie.
Yeah, it's zombie battles.
Oh, this is true, actually. They at least, BlinkPool have a good counter to the Tombstone themselves. So when Morphling steals Tombstone, they can just overrun it with PL. That's one of the classic Tombstone counters. So if PL isn't dead, or is free to play in the fight, you might be better off morphing someone else just for that reason. Because there are other spells that are good to steal. I think Ember is a great steal. Slight Chains for Morphling. It's very useful for setting up his own kills when he gets E-Blade especially.
That's got to be well. Well, oh my
Yeah.
God, that's you sold.
That is definitely going to be well.
I'll take the tier 1 tower mid as well. So BlinkPool trying to get a little bit more map control. They're succeeding in doing so. They're going to have the... I think they're just about done with the PL's Diffusal Blade here. He's only a couple hundred gold away unless... Yeah, I think he has the robe on the courier or something.
Well, and this is the strength of Alliance for sure, is trying to push down these towers while the rest of them 5-man around the map. And we can see that it's still a 3,000 gold lead right now for BlinkPool. They're doing a really good job of punishing this.
Yeah, they're just farming bottom. They're going to take the tower too.
I think the Axe is going to be relied on almost too heavily in this lineup. Like, he needs to hit a core with his call. And if he doesn't, and it doesn't result in a kill, then I don't really see the PL or the Ember dying that much.
Oh.
Good call onto the illusions. He clears the map pretty quickly. Madara's still alive. He has his doppelganger in 3. It's a pretty long cooldown. And he's dead at Nature's Wrath. He actually snipes him. That's a nice big pickup for Alliance there. Misery's going to TP. Wow, that was pretty close.
Oh, now the ET.
Oh, unlucky on the chains. Wow, that was so unlucky for Kaiser.
That's the Orchid reveal for Koikva. But there's the Yule's reveal for Ember. I guess he had it for a while. He doesn't have a Remnant down, I don't think.
He's saving it. He
Yeah.
has to ready. Yeah, needs a Yules this game for sure. That is going to become a problem when Furin gets Nullifier, but that is quite a ways away. Oh.
Wow, that was very close.
Ugh.
They're going to try to chase Sled if this Searing Chain. They've got the Tombstone on the high ground, but here comes Insania. You're going to jump him with the Icarus dive. Doesn't have his ultimate. It's Snare coming out. Zaxa still alive with the Soul Rip coming through. And both teams just backing up, I think, content with forcing some abilities.
All the time when this kind of thing is happening, Nature's Prophet is going to force TPs around. This is the kind of game he wants to play where there's like these little skirmishes or half fights happening where he can either be the difference maker by casting his ulti like we saw before in the PL kill, or he can just push a lane and force someone to defend all the time. He's going to be quite a nuisance. Did the Ember go travels or not? I don't remember if he went treads.
Nah, he went treads.
I feel like this is a travels game because you're playing as Furion. I think he should be getting them. Maybe do what Ana did with the double boots. So somebody needs to be able to take care of Furion split push without committing his actual hero to going there all the time. I think Kaiser's the best fit, but looks like he wants to go Maelstrom. So, not going to be having that. And Alliance's split push will commence now. Morph bottom, Furion top. Smoke behind. There's no song for this play.
They might be able to interrupt too. You can see that Ember and the Naga are trying to see if they can go for a wraparound, but I don't know if this is going to work out too well for them.
Neither. It's effectively a 4-on-5 too. Zeus is top right now.
They don't know about this.
Call. They'll find one. It's Zaxa. They're going to try to jump him down, but of course he does get off the Tombstone anyways. He's dead one way or the other. They're also going to take the tower. The Earth Splitter coming in. They drop the ultimate from the Phoenix. Madara getting chewed down. He needs to be careful. That's a doppelganger and run away. And he does get pretty far, but the stun hits him from the Supernova, and Mike gets a double kill for it. They find another call. It's onto Kaiser. The stomp coming in. Kaiser needs to remnant away. He's going to get over the cliff now. He needs to remnant further, and he will get back to his Tier 2 tower. Just barely.
Koikva got killed by Kezu behind the fight. Kezu's still alive.
Oh my god, he is at solo
Got
HP. They have the
dunked.
Calling Blade. Oh, he missed it!
There.
He blinked it. All right, he got it. I got really concerned for a second, but he did get the kill.
He just wanted to take away his hope, and after he gave it to him, that's all. That's really close, and this is the scary thing. Like, you feel as if you can fight because you've got the Tombstone, and the PL did go on it immediately with his illusions, but then he realized he was just taking too much damage, and I think that this PL needs to get tankier if they want to fight into it.
They found Kaiser again.
Find him
Stomp.
again.
They missed the Calling Blade. He's going to remnant further away. They cannot chase him. The Soul Orb will keep him alive as well.
I feel like it's funny how this whole Tombstone discussion keeps adding a new layer to itself, because now there's just a fight where PL, it's like, oh, it's nice to have PL against Tombstone, but if he's going on the Tombstone, he's not going on the Supernova.
Right.
So you actually kind of need to pick your poison in the fight when Morph drops a Tombstone down. It's like PL cannot break both, and nobody else is going to break either, right? So which one do you think is more important? Is it getting rid of the zombies or getting rid of the Nova? I think maybe Maut there with full focus on the egg could have broken it, but then there would have been like a swarm of zombies following them at the same time, and these team fights are actually getting a bit complicated for BlinkPool to deal with.
I mean, this is before they even have the Blade Mail on the axe, and he's about to have it for Boxy too.
Oh, that's big, yeah.
Which is just more damage added on to the lines. And of course, Mike is now top in net worth. He was once like 1,000 behind that of the PL.
Yeah,
he has his full Lincoln Sphere. He's working at his Ethereal Blade as well.
So as far as the team fights go, and like the targeting the stolen Tombstone or targeting the egg, don't you feel like it would be better to just take a non-committal approach, because they have heroes that they're mobile, right? The PL can run away, the Ember can run away, the Zeus can just spam waves. You have ways to play the lanes, even though you are playing against a Furion. The Axe can only be in one place at one time.
If you do end up being forced to fight, I think the approach for BlinkPool should be the moment Supernova goes down, you Song of the Siren, you kill the egg.
Yeah, of course.
And then you kill the Tombstone during the song as well. If you can get all of that going, it's great. But that fight that they just took, I think they took it without Song. It was on cooldown.
It was cooldown.
And I think it's just the wrong choice. If you want to defend that tower, maybe you defend it by spamming out instead of committing. Oh, we got a call
There's
top.
the blade mail. Sunray coming in,
Nice.
adaptive strike. Mike blows him up, and Sanya gets the last hit. They'll take the tier 2 tower along with it, and Mike gets closer and closer to his ethereal blade. And they're going to defend bottom in the meantime as well as they TP. Kaiser's pushing in. I don't know how long he's going to stay. If he does get Orchid, he can always use himself, but if he gets called, that could be a lot more dangerous here for Kaiser, which he's going to. They'll pop the blade mail. Orchid will come out. He still has the Yules. They need the Culling Blade, and they do get it in time. Boxy was there, ready with it.
Huge kill.
And that's the tier 2 tower top, 2 kills along with it. Suddenly Alliance are right back in this thing.
So this is like exactly what you were just talking about, right? Like they want to try and spread out the map now, wait until their ulti's off cooldown, spam out the waves. But the problem is that they're getting picked off, and like it feels like the vision isn't quite there right now for BlinkPool. So
when you adopt a style of play, typically what you want to do is you want to have one core in one place and one core in the other showing in lanes, because then the enemy team has to decide, okay, do we want to kill one or the other? But if you're not showing in lanes and some people are farming neutrals and you're not like communicating, okay, I'm showing on this wave, then those kills become bad because you're losing the lane control that you are trying to get. Right. The idea behind putting multiple cores in different lanes is that they can't kill them all because they have to commit too many heroes.
They're hitting too many jungle creeps. It's
Yeah,
actually both Zeus and PL are jungling. That is not good. Like, somebody has to push these waves out all the time, and it needs to go faster. The moment before, when they went on this Ember kill bottom, I was going to say it, Ember, or PL was playing his own triangle, and there's like a wave top that he can push, there's a wave mid that he can farm. He's just a bit scared of getting caught by Axe, but then you gotta pick who you protect, and you put the Naga behind that guy. And then he will push waves, just like this. Now it's the Zeus protecting him, it's fine. Zeus has a Yules. Axe Blink calls you, Yule him, and you buy time. You help. Play as pairings, make sure you can protect the guys who are splitting, and take that approach. Pretty sure that's what they need to.
Ember has one too. Like they've itemized to deal with it, but it's just they're not hitting those points together.
The other thing too to remember is that if they can buy themselves like another 5-10 minutes, you're going to start seeing Aeon discs on the course.
Yes.
Because against Axe, that is, it's not quite as good as like an Enigma buying Aeon disc, but it is still good because it prevents you from insta-dying inside the call.
It's really good against him. But Nature's Prophet's going to go with the Nullifier build as expected, so that will be a counter. At that point, it's like, you know, it's about who...
But it opens a window of opportunity.
There is a window. It's going to be a short one, probably, because the Nullifier from Koikva is well underway here.
Oh yeah, you're right, actually. This
3k to go. It's about the same.
Kaiser has like no money towards this.
Yeah. They're going to get the items at about the same time.
Tier 3 tower taking damage down bottom while we see the Ember come back. That tower down to about 2/3 HP.
Actually, Ember can't die, I think, to Nature's Prophet, right? The way you go on him, you Orchid him.
And you have to nullify, otherwise he uses.
You have to nullify Yules. If you nullify first, he will
Aeon
disc.
Yeah.
If you wait for the disc to proc, that will purge the Orchid and he can just jump away.
Well, the Axe has to be there with a Fury, and that's how you kill him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, nobody needs to be with PL to kill Elder Titan. Super easy kill for him.
That's his Manta style done once he gets to the secret trap.
Madara is making good progress here.
Axe got the tower deny there as well.
Oh, that's the Ethereal Blade. I just checked his... I think he got the Dire Courier too.
Ooh.
It feels like it went so fast. He was like cruising toward a really late Linken's, and now all of a sudden, Mickey just taking off here.
He's not even going for the BKB, it looks like. He wants to go for Scotty.
If he can juggle his health pools efficiently, like there's nothing really to lock him down in place.
It's still a dangerous game. You
Yeah.
make one mistake, and we saw what happened already. You explode.
Yeah.
And it's not really about like the health toggling either, as much as it is once the PL goes on you. If you're out of mana as Morphling, you just want to die. Like you can't really do anything.
The concern I have for the Morph is that he gets light chained, and that he has no solution for that one.
Oh, Taigen out again. Madara's just been sieging him out. Earth Splitter even misses. Madara just backs up. Quakefor rotates in looking for Misery. Misery's going to pop the Meteor Hammer. Quakefor will walk out. They've got the call to PL as well. The Blade Mill is going to work. Madara is in trouble. He's trying to run away. Getting chased down. Insania's got the Fire Spirits on him. Auto-attacking him down. Doppelganger will go. Dive through from Insania. Madara now looks to be dead. He might kill Insania. He does. He actually got the kill.
spin. Too late there. Space Creator.
I mean, you take that.
Yeah.
Insania's fine with that, I'm
He
sure.
he probably had to go for that dive to make sure the kill happened, but he might not have had to end it next to the PL.
And he got experience for it, too. So.
That is one interaction that some cores don't have against Axe, because PL is a defusal buyer, that you sometimes run out of mana before you can call him. Or call him, I guess.
True.
At the very end, Boxy had literally no mana.
Good call from BlinkPool to Zeus ulti here. Stop the Roche attempt. They got scared. They might have actually been able to finish it, but they're worried about Song of the Siren and a steal from the Dire. So, generally, you would want to try to commit to this Roche when PL is dead. The Naga is what's ending this kill. And, oh well, we tried. Let's go back to push the waves.
Yeah.
The classic.
Might be like this for a
Looks
while.
like they want to smoke. Yep, here we go.
They did it on the ward, too. I think they did it right on top of that ward.
Yeah.
So
With Zeus, that's crazy to me.
Mike's trying to break this and blow somebody up with his Ethereal Blade, I'm pretty sure. They're also making sure they don't go into Roche, which they will see them. Haste
Wait,
picked up
no
for
way.
Madara. They drop the Tombstone from Mike, and the illusions are going to go to work. Ethereal Blade comes out. There's the mirror images. Misery is still alive. He's going to get soul ripped as well. Mike trying to clear up the illusions. Boxy getting chased down. They drop the Tombstone on the other side for Saksa. Boxy thinking about calling. It's just the illusion. They're going to drop the Supernova, though, and Boxy's on his own. They're trying to clear the illusions now, but Boxy is still dead. The Supernova's not going to do anything. Axe has to buy back. That's pretty rough for Alliance. We'll see if they want to re-engage here. They need a blink call if they want to try to fight. Remnant out from Kaiser just to make sure he can get back across the river and stay safe. And the illusions are becoming an issue right now for Alliance. They just can't deal with them that well.
It was a good buyback from Boxy. He understands that he's crucial in killing the cores right now on the side of BlinkPool. And that if
I
he
don't know about this.
going for the
There's
Roche?
still Song. Zeus Ult will scout them out again. It's already back up after they
They
used
don't
it
have
to scout the last
Supernova.
Roche. Saksa doesn't have Tomb for another 28 seconds. I mean, look at Mike's HP, though. He's sitting at 500 HP. The Sunray will come out. Call onto 2 from Boxy. The waveform of the Song counter initiation, and now Madara is able to get away. He'll Doppelganger to safety. The Earth Splitter coming in. Doesn't do much. Boxy's still alive for now. The Meteor Hammer coming through. They do get the kill on the Morphling. That's big. Can they turn it around and get Kezu? At least they sure can. But now Boxy's in trouble. Still alive for now, sitting at half HP. The Nature's Wrath coming through. Saksa. He gets off the Soul Rip. He's still alive. Madara dies in the back line. They're all buying back on BlinkPool's side. And they're still chasing Insania. He's going to get caught by the Searing Chains. But here they go. They got the call into Kaiser. But he's still dead. He got crept up from the Ethereal Blade from BK, but they still get that kill. Everybody is buying back from BlinkPool. They do not want to let this Roche go. Right now, it's one buyback on the side of Alliance. They still have one for Koikva on that Nature's Prophet. BlinkPool has everyone back alive again.
All right, Koik got the memo. Let's go.
All right, Boxy is playing out of his damn mind. I actually am super
Everybody
impressed
lost.
with this.
Everyone lost.
That
Oh,
was
don't you
7
just love
buybacks.
Yeah, that's insane.
8 if you include the
My
axe.
God.
There's this guy and this guy. These two.
Do they have Supernova again?
Let's check. Yes, 3 seconds.
Oh, this is big. There's Supernova, but no Song this time. I think this is an Alliance favorite fight. If they can just go into Roche.
Look at the positioning. They have wards here for BlinkPool, so if they see them walking uphill, the smoke will break immediately. They're kind of baiting it with Quake, but Call comes in onto one. They had found the Zeus. Zeus is dead for 64. The Supernova's out front. They can't do enough to it. Misery has to back up. So does Madara. He's going to get
hesitated.
stunned up as
What are
well.
you doing?
They
And now they're going to keep
hesitated.
going back in. The Tombstone is there, and Senya has to back away. Madara has to run. The Remnant coming through. Kaiser needs to get off the back lines. And they need to get back and group together. Now Zeus is dead for 50 seconds. They want to find more. Sox has been scouted up. There's the waveform man. The Searing Chains won't do anything. Soxa is dead to Mike. Quake getting the last hit. They will now move into Roche. Song back up in 16, though. Something to consider if you are BlinkPool.
It's dead before that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
probably.
sure Morph is gonna
This thing will die
murder
very
this
quickly.
stone guy. Okay.
Remnant in. They're going for it. Look at
Oh
the
my
damage, but
God.
he gets off the Morph in time, and now Boxy goes back in.
This-
That's the Aeon disc for Kaiser. He's going to get silenced, though. The Song counter initiation. The Earth Splitter comes out, does nothing. Kaiser trying to finish Roche. It's not low enough at this point. They're still trying to go for it. The Meteor Hammer hits on it, too. They need to kill Quakefa. The waveform. Who gets the Aegis? It's
No,
Mike.
God.
He grabs it. They get the Cully Blade. They take down the PL. Somehow Alliance turn it around after the Song of the Siren fight. Oh, my God.
Boxy is literally like doing everything for him. He keeps on getting all of these calls, like starting the fights perfectly.
Zeus ulti, wasted, double tip. But yeah, you're right, Boxy's owning. Oh my God.
We said he had to hit his taunts,
It's so important. This game, if Axe makes mistakes, man, these fights don't work.
Yeah.
But he is delivering over and over again.
Even with the Aeon disc there, they still lost. Like, he completed it, Kaiser completed it when they were mid, like after everyone had bought back.
Yeah.
And it got procced right away, and it just did not do anything.
And now the nullifier's online, so will definitely get trickier for everybody on the Dire side.
I mean, I don't want to say that that one was a game-deciding fight with all of the buybacks and everything, but
Oh,
I
you
feel
could
like
say
it
that.
was.
It's super impactful.
Yeah.
It is.
Like, this game could still go on for a long time, but that's going to be something that if BlinkPool lose this, they're going to look back and say that was the moment.
Nullifier Orchid up for Nature's Prophet.
He needs +1.
Yeah, he needs the Axe here, and Axe is nowhere near him. And he doesn't have TP scroll, so Qualifiers just going to TP home. I mean, Mike is going to become a monster, right? Like, he's 15k net worth. He's about to finish his BKB. He already has Ethereal Blade.
Oh, he opted out of the Scotty after all.
Yeah.
Yeah. These BKBs on the Radiant are going to cause trouble for BlinkPool. Still, you got to wonder what their solution is going to be for PL later on. If they're only counting on Axe plus Phoenix, or if they want to get a Mjolnir on someone, or they also have ET actually. And there's an interaction there that we didn't really think about with the draft, but E-Blade combo deals a lot of damage when you don't have any magic resistance because of natural order. So if he puts the Spirit properly in the fight, this Morphling can actually, like, legitimately one-shot a core with his combo.
Yeah.
Zeus will die from full HP to a shotgun. PL, if he's not very quick on his fingers, will lose almost his entire health pool as well.
Do we have a pipe builder on Undying?
That's dangerous.
I don't think so.
No, he doesn't. He's going Glimmer.
He's got a cloak.
Yeah, he's going Glimmer. But he's
got a
very,
cloak.
very
So he's, that's not happening.
Glimmer will be really great, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's super value.
Alliance are looking for racks with this Aegis, though. They got 2 10-second BKBs
They are getting split topped, split push top, but
by an Undying.
yeah, I mean that's the issue. It's
That's
just,
the ultimate tier 3 threat right there.
Back.
Undying.
This is a tier 3 down, though, and already in a good position to force them back on their base. And even if they don't necessarily push right here, they can just wait for a
Yeah.
good opening on a
Take the
call.
shrine.
just take shrines.
And again, this is like the luxury of having the Furion, right?
Yeah.
It feels like in this position, Alliance are so favored because the one play that will usually force the the aggressive team back here is some sort of split push from Ember. But that's just going to be a Furion sitting there. If Ember doesn't kill him here, Qualifiers just going to keep going. Oh, he's on top of a ward. This could be good for Kaiser.
Is he gonna go for this?
It's
Quick
hard to
has Shadow
tell, though.
Blade. He has Dust
Yeah,
actually.
it's dust, yeah.
Throws out the Nature's Wrath. Shadow Blades away, and now he's gone.
Yeah.
Kaiser will be none the wiser.
They're
take
waiting
his
for the connection
opportunity.
right there with Naga Siren, so if he shows again, he's dead.
Nah, he's
He's
just
out.
keeping out.
It's starting to get obvious, right? Like, Qualifiers getting concerned. It's been so long. They haven't shown their Ember. Why is Ember not pushing waves? I think Kaiser had a moment of opportunity there for 10 seconds, but he had to take it alone. And I don't know if he felt confident he could even get the kill. Like, he's going to jump in on Koikva. Koikva's going to Orchid, nullify him, and just TP out. So, probably would not be able to get the kill.
1 minute on Aegis, by the way, for Morphling. So if they want to push high ground, they're gonna have to do it now, essentially, or at least in the next 30 seconds.
Again, I don't particularly feel like BlinkPool's draft is terrifying in the late game when you've got this level of farm on your alliance cores. Like, it does get scary with Axe getting his Blink Dagger broken later on and things like that, but I don't know. I think that they're still comfortable, like, if they want to, waiting for a cheese, but they can take a look there to see if they can make a play.
If they get a good Blink call on Zeus, that's a go-to push. They also should know that there's a lot of buybacks on cooldown still. That Roche fight was shortly before the Aegis, and those buyback cooldowns are still there.
Yeah, it's gonna be at least a minute
A
30
minute
for
and a
most
half
of them.
here.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, they have their 3rd BKB now. Qualifier just got his.
I think Zeus is the absolute best catch he can get on Axe right now.
Zombie house is down. They're looking for an opening if somebody steps forward.
Quaifa's gonna jump in, make some treats. Here comes Boxy, misses the call. He only finds an illusion. Still, they're doing some work on the racks right now. They have Song if they want to use it on the Dire side. Mike needs to back up potentially. Still has that Aegis. Ethereal Blade with the Ul Scepter
good
comes out onto the Zeus. Mike looking to finish him off with some auto attacks, but he blinks away in time. Nicely done. They cannot finish the racks off, and they might need to back up. Aegis is now gone for Morphling, so time to leave.
Good hold. Yeah, if Alliance would have been there 30 seconds earlier, with the wave before this one, they'd probably get Rex here. But the Aegis expiring in the middle of the fight scares them off. Probably not going to feel too happy about that. That was a bit of a missed opportunity.
I think they were just waiting for Qualifiers BKB, but yeah, ended up waiting a little bit too long.
Yeah, they just didn't overlap the timings on this play.
I mean, they're still, 9,000 net worth up, and like they have pretty good map control-ish. Trying to see the wards. They got some decent ones in lanes by BlinkPool, but I don't know if Alliance are feeling like afraid at this point.
This aggressive ward top is showing nothing as long as the wave is pushed that far. So that ward you can kind of disregard entirely.
Wait. They're gonna... I guess they're just gonna sit around for now. BlinkPool down 10k net worth. And Alliance want to keep the map pushed out, I guess, and just get their next items and focus on next Roshan, I would assume.
Yeah, just control the map as best you can.
Yeah.
Try not to get picked.
I think you can wait for next Roche and go with Aegis Cheese. I guess you probably throw Aegis again on Morph, or is he going to have another item?
He's close to Scotty.
Yeah. He'll probably drop your Aquila
Yeah,
for
he
it.
can just drop the Aquila, so no big deal.
I mean, I guess the question is, what happens at this next Roche fight also? Because we
anything
saw
can
it go crazy last time.
Yeah.
Hasn't really been a fight yet where Boxy has had his blink canceled or missed a call. You know what I mean? Like every single time he's hitting him. And I still feel like their lineup is pretty dependent on that.
And now he's working toward the item that's going to make it a lot easier for him to
the
find
Shadow
picks. This,
Yeah.
I was actually wondering if he was going to get this before BKB, to be honest, because it would guarantee him some sort of catch, unless they, like Zeus ult plus Nimbus, which I don't think has even gone for, not even close to yet.
No.
Can't really stop him from finding this. So the Shadow Blade timing will be great too. There'll be a decent amount of window before the Nimbus comes out. And even when it does, there's a BKB now. So Alliance are looking very, very comfortable in this position.
And Koikva just continues to keep top pushed out, and really every lane for that matter. Now he has a Bloodthorn too, so Koikva hits pretty damn hard. He also has the 40 attack speed talent as well.
Yeah. It also helps the Morphling deal more damage.
Yep.
Now Morphling can critical strike onto that Bloodthorn.
There is the
It's
heart for the
pretty hard.
PL.
Whoa, he's already got it. All right, that's good. I think it's pretty decent timing.
37 minutes.
Yeah,
It's not the best.
it's not.
I'm sure he's not happy with this. He also has 5 deaths this game on a PL in a game where he's technically only really countered by Axe. So
I would say
don't think he's
Madara's
too happy.
actually played like uncharacteristically like hesitant. Like there were 2 times where he was in fights where he got hit by an egg stun that he should never have gotten hit by, and
Yeah.
one of them resulted in him dying. Like I don't know if this is the best game I've ever seen.
and then you
him
had the
play.
fight mid where he was like half going on the egg and then half backed off. Okay,
Yeah.
they're gonna get
This
a
is
kill
a nice.
here.
This is the gem. That's the gem if they
Oh,
find it.
nice pick, yeah. Misery immediately identifying that one.
And they can run at Insania and Mickey here. Mickey is here as
This
well.
is a short Roche respawn as well, I think, relatively
42.
speaking.
Yeah, it's up pretty soon, but it's not going to be up in time.
Yeah.
The Elder Titan will be alive at that point. They still have Song though. They still have everything to work with on BlinkPool. It's a nice pick.
Is he getting travels on Ember now?
Let's check. Lincoln
No,
Sphere.
Lincoln.
So here's the problem about this Roche. Koikva is going to be pushing 1 or 2 lanes in, and the moment people start showing, they have no shrine to TP on because they destroyed that after taking the barracks, or after taking the tier 3 bottom. So that means if BlinkPool have to defend with anyone, that guy cannot connect to the Roche fight. So it's effectively a 5-on-4 if they can just wait for Koikva to push out lanes and bring someone back to base.
And that was all, again, set up because he was able to bring the tier 3 down pretty low as time went on. So it's
Yep.
just the...
That tower being destroyed is going to end up being pretty important, I think.
Nature's Prophet Gaming.
Well, on the bright side, Kaiser actually has the ability to kill Quakefin. Oh no, he doesn't. He has BKB. Never mind. I was gonna say the Lincolns prevents him from being nullified
True.
and Orchid at the same time. But
Unless he gets sprouted first.
true. You
But
can
then you
break
don't
it
have
with-
Sprout, so then he can kind of just run. Here we go.
Watch how fast this thing dies.
Yeah, they don't have the best wave push, though.
They're trying to get there. Naga's a little far behind.
dying so
It's
fast.
not. I don't think they're going to be able to get there. It's going to
They
be
got
close. They're going to
stunned.
send an illusion in. They need the Naga here right now. To
They need the
Song.
Bloodthorn on it again.
It's going to get low. Zeus ulti comes out. They've got it. Song's going to come too late. They don't even use it. They get the Aegis. They clear up some of the illusions. And now it's time to get back here for BlinkPool.
They even BKB'd for that. Like,
Yeah, more of BKB in case of Song. I think that's a good safe play from Mickey here.
Yeah.
They
Quite
use
a bit as well.
Supernova. They can chill a bit, you know? They got the job done. Who has the cheese? Is that a Furion?
I don't know what happened to the
Hey, where is the
cheese.
cheese?
Hey
Did
guys,
somebody deny
you want to pick up the cheese?
it? Is it in the pit?
I didn't even see it on the ground. I think did someone accidentally?
Somebody
attack
must have
it?
eaten it.
somebody or denied it.
I think somebody probably ate
Instant
it.
replay. Do we have the technology?
I mean, this is not
I'm just asking.
Dota
I
TV,
didn't know.
unfortunately. If only.
Well,
The cheese is not here. That's
Yeah,
what we know.
that's all you need to know. That's the important point.
How did that happen? Why does
I'm
Naga have
so
a hex?
confused.
Maybe somebody on the
Wait,
dire has
what?
it somehow. No, that.
Meteor Hammer hitting creep waves.
I guess he's been killing some creeps on Naga. All
Yeah,
of a
that's.
sudden,
He just got wow.
that is a big item. Very big
Song into Hex.
combo.
Got him.
They have identified that the morphling is a problem, so it's hard not to identify that. They gotta deal with it though. And there comes
They
the
have
Mjolnir.
a pretty
Mjolnir
easy
buildup.
way to break Lincolns as well.
This
is great at it.
I thought the one way BlinkPool could stay in this game is if they didn't have that much illusion clear, even with all the good calls they've had. Now they have the Maelstrom Mjolnir coming out for Nature's Prophet, so they have some more of that. So like they have all the tools they need to be able to take these fights and to win the game.
Oh,
pretty
Axe
much.
is looking for a pick bottom. He knows that they can connect with Furion. Does he have Shadow Blade?
Yes, but it's on cooldown for 8
Cooldown,
seconds.
Okay. Oh, if he goes and hits this tower now, Kaiser.
He's thinking about it. He's playing really safe. He doesn't know where Boxy is. Boxy's going to Shadow Blade. Sleight of Fist comes out. Does it break the blink? It does, but he can still chase after him. Kaiser's going to back up for now. He sees him. Call. Oh! He got it! He got it! He got it. The Andisk is going to go. They nullify it off the Orca, but he's got the usage of the Yule Scepter. He can remnant it out now, and he will do so. And he's going to TP out. He's going to be fine.
The Lincoln saved his life.
That was so close.
What happened with the Lincolns there? I guess that they just thought that they needed to hit it quickly because they had a long
He
time
had
to set that up.
he
right?
had to break it with the Bloodthorn and then use Nullifier to get rid of the Aeon Disc. Otherwise, he wouldn't have died in
He
the
had
call.
to break the Lincolns with Sprout, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm
They
saying
had
what he
Battle Hunger
did,
too.
Yeah.
not like what actually
Oh, they didn't
happened.
hunger him at all?
I guess not.
I don't think
'cause
so.
Oh, that's a bit of
he
a
didn't-
blunder.
He didn't get either the Nullifier didn't connect, or yeah, it couldn't have because he heals himself. So
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah,
again,
you're right.
these games, things get tense.
You basically, the way you kill him is you blink call, and you have to proc the disc before you use both Orchid Nullifier, and then you need to have Lincoln's broken as well. So
Yeah.
blink call, battle hunger, hit, and then when the disc is off, you use both the items.
it's very
It's
hard.
the only
to
way.
get,
It's actually
yeah.
a really difficult execution, but it's the only possible way they kill him.
He might have used Hunger, and I might have just missed it as well. It's a possibility. 41 minutes in, 18 to 15, 13,000 net worth lead. Alliance seeming like they've been in control throughout most of this game. They still got a while on this Aegis as well. See if they can actually break the base of this very annoying high ground team of BlinkPools.
Kezo needs to be careful with his positioning. If he gets jumped by Axe, that is an instant buyback forced.
Shouldn't he be like behind everybody here? Like behind the rack?
He needs to be behind, but at the same time, he needs to be in range to at least cast the spells.
Mike is in. Call, they hit it. They get it onto Madara, but the song immediately comes out. They pop the BKB though. Doppelganger is going to keep Madara alive for now. They also glimmer him as well, but the Supernova, look how deep it is. They will stun Zoxa, but Insania is in super deep. Mike will take care of the Tombstone. They've already grabbed the range racks. They're going to go to work on the melee racks as well. They hex up Mike, but he still has the Aegis, of course. Meanwhile, Boxy trying to TP. The Yule Scepter will come
so
through and
close.
cancel it at the last second. They're going to Meteor Hammer Mike. That's going to be the Aegis gone. Boxy about to die. The Sunray not able to keep him alive. The Stomp misses from Taiga as well. Can they kill Mike again? He's going to just try to jump out with the waveform and does so. The Glimmer Cape coming in as well. Kaiser's going to chase. A little bit low on mana. He has the Lincoln Sphere. Yule's is back up in 5 seconds as well. Ethereal Blade. Zoxa stays alive for now. They're going to work. Madara about to bring him down. The Stomp. Will it keep him alive? It looks like it will. He's actually still hexed up. He's going to have waveform. He gets forced away as well. He's going to go for the TP. Do they have any way of stopping this? They do. The Searing Chains comes out. They're going to get the kill. That somehow they connect with the chains at the very end of that fight to secure that kill. My God.
So wait, when you ground target Bolt, does it still get? Does Lincoln still eat it?
Yes.
Okay.
It does. But it was the change that stopped the TP, so he didn't.
Yeah, I know. I just.
Oh,
realized.
nice extra kill here for.
Taiga is dead. No stomp available.
So this fight, Koikfu was top the whole time. He never connected with the team, so he went for the Rax trade-off top. It did, or not trade-off, but rather the extended push. He got the tier 3. What BlinkPool chose to do, I think they sent Zeus to defend against him as far as I could see in that fight, and everybody else stayed in the bottom area, and it worked out pretty well for them. They only lost a range Rax in a tier 3 for that Aegis. It's not too bad, honestly.
I feel like if Quaker just commits to the fight there, maybe they just win the
They
game.
could maybe win the fight. It's a bit tricky, right? Because then there's also the Zeus. And when the BKBs run out, Zeus starts being scary. But they might have been able to win the
This
fight.
is aggressive. I know he's a DD, but my God, is he in? He's trying to kill Quakefoot. He pops the BKB at least. There's the Lincoln Sphere broken. That's the silence along with the Nullifier, but the Aeon just comes out. He is nullified. Quakefoot's going to get chased back into his base. And he will slide a Fist Searing Chains and Sanya. They're going to take the tier 2 tower more than likely.
Kezu.
Kezu actually almost died of an Aegis
Oh
Wrath.
boy, that was close. Yeah, they're not even getting the tower now. So basically that dive failed, and they traded a BKB charge on Furion for instead of getting a tier 2 tower.
But BKB force.
Hey.
There it is.
What is it at? 8 seconds? All right, well.
Yeah, I really don't know if I agree with the split pushing thing. 27k net worth not in a team fight? That's
Yeah.
like... That's crazy.
I think you force the fight and Furin just TPs in behind and snipes the Zeus.
Yeah,
you
you
just
could do that too.
backstab the Zeus in the fight, kill him off, go from there.
Now
Probably.
Kezu has his Aghanim Scepter. If he doesn't save a buyback.
His Nimbus is big.
But like he only has the Yule Scepter right now too. Like with no Aeon Disc, I
He's
feel
very
like
squishy, for sure.
definitely-
Oh,
He
he
dies
100% dies to
he dies to
Koikva.
3 hits from Koikva.
yeah.
Oh, Koikva dies to anything right now.
And it looks to be that, yep, he is going to die
Oh,
to
no
the
buyback.
Nimbus. And yep, he's dead for 100 seconds.
That Hex is already more than paid for itself.
He's building into Radiance on Misery. He
Wait,
knows
did
this
he-
game is going late.
He finished the Mjolnir and didn't have buyback?
Oh
correct.
man.
Oh no.
That's a feels bad.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous choice to make. He was probably feeling very confident because he hasn't been picked off like all game. But
I mean, they're starting to get big, you know. They're still only like 4K behind that of the Morph. Obviously, Koikva's huge, but he's dead, so what does it matter?
Yeah, but BlinkPool are catching up in regards to like itemization, and especially Amadara.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
the
my
lead
god.
is getting smaller.
This Undying's going Ags. What a madman.
I don't know if that's the right choice here.
It is really good against the Morphling.
I would
particularly that
actually-
amount of strength.
Actually, maybe Lotus isn't that good.
Searing Chains, Mike gets off the attribute shift. They drop the Nimbus down. They're blowing him up, actually. The Glimmer Cape will come in. He's going to get BKB. The Ensnare comes out. Mike will stay alive. He actually steals the Doppelganger away from the PL. Gets back in deep. But that's the BKB down now. They might want to go again with this next wave, potentially, or they're just going to have to go defend, it looks like.
They have a pretty big safety net still with Song of the Siren available. So if they wanted to try to press the advantage a bit there, they could have maybe got the tower. But they play it safe, back off.
I mean, if this game goes late enough, you're going to have Misery starting to come. He's actually ahead of the Zeus right now in terms of net worth.
The concerning thing for Alliance this game, I think, is that Tygus just died too much on Titan. He hasn't been able to scale. I mean, it's only 4 deaths, but I think 3 of them were easily avoidable. And it matters. It's starting to matter now that he doesn't have that extra item that he could have had, because a BKB on Titan now is extremely impactful if he can run into the middle of the fight.
Oh, Boxy. Is he going to go for this?
Nature's
Koikva was thinking about
Prophet's back
TPing
up
in.
again, yeah.
It's too late. The Shadow Blade's done. All right, let's take a look at buyback status here, because it's pretty important at this point, especially with Roche coming back up in 3 seconds. Radiant, the big heroes have it, with the exception of Koikva. Dire, it's just Ember Spirit, and right now Saksa on the Undying. So
Koikva hits another really strong power spike, level 25, no teleport cooldown. This is when it starts to get a little clowny.
Yeah.
the clown shoes were getting strapped on. And now it's going to be even worse for Alliance if they can't take this Roche.
They are really far away right now. They need to smoke straight up.
Like, Koikva has to deal with top. This is a great time to go with Roche. They push top in all the way. They're going to smoke up. I don't know if they're going to get there in time. Look how
They
fast.
definitely will not get there.
Yeah, it's not going to. They will Zeus ult to get vision. They know that
This
they're
is
smoked
close,
up.
but they have Song, so I think they'll get it.
Will they use it here?
They're actually
They do have
killing
the
it very
stomp.
slow.
They have Stomp available.
There's the Song. They really want to kill this. They get the Song off. Nikke is actually on the outside of it. Finally gets hit up by it. They drop the Nimbus. The Meteor Hammer is going to go as well. They have picked up the Aegis. They're going to take this fight. Now Elder Titan's in trouble. The Icarus Dive comes through. They're going to use the ultimate. Can they focus it down? They cannot. They're going to just back themselves away. On the other side, they've got the Nullifier and Madara here. He does have the Aegis. He doesn't want to lose it. The Sunray comes out. That's the Aegis gone.
That's a hero.
That's one for everybody saying Furin doesn't scale into late game. Right there.
BKB's coming out. Mike blows up. Saksa drops the tombstone on death, but here we go. Boxy looking for a fight. Madara doing damage. They bring down the Morphling. He has buyback. Boxy is spinning like crazy. Madara's going to try to get out. They got the Nullifier and the Ember Spirit. Koikva is just throwing bombs in this fight, owning people. Misery is going to go down as well. It's a double kill for Koikva. 3 down on the Dire side. It is 3 down on the Radiant side as well as Madara comes back to life with full HP. He's got this Heart of Draskyl. He has the Refresher Shard as well. They'll force the buyback on Boxy. They might want to back up and wait until this Ember Spirit is alive for BlinkPool.
God, he shredded that PL. That was crazy.
Yeah, look at that damage. Highest by far in the fight for Alliance.
That X buyback might come back to bite them. I don't actually think this was necessary at all. He's kind of buying back into nothing. Just pushing out the wave. There was a Furion and an Elder Titan alive. They could have easily held the base on their own. So if he doesn't find any opportunity from this buyback, it's going to feel really bad, and he won't. They're both all the way back in base.
They found some illusions. Got him.
None is real.
All right, what items do we got coming out? I guess we've gone past the 28-minute mark, by the way.
A
Hey,
little
we
bit.
did it. Got Refresher Shard PL, or rather Zeus with Aghanims ready, and just finishes off his Boots of Travel as well. That is a ridiculous amount of damage.
What is this Demon Edge?
Yeah, I was about to
MKB?
say. Daedalus?
He's going Daedalus.
Oh, Daedalus, okay.
He had something
Oh yeah,
else
he already
to
has
go by.
Bloodthorn. He doesn't need MKB.
Oh, that's a scary one. That's a bait rune right there.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, could have taken it at least before he blinked away. He
Yeah,
actually
who
stood on
indeed?
top of the rune and just blinked away.
I feel like they're very afraid. It's a scary game of Dota.
It's
a very scary game of
It's just
Dota.
a bit funny.
I think Alliance's team actually becomes like harder to execute the longer the game goes, just because of the way that like the functionality of PL and Ember in fights. It's very chaotic. It's difficult to like continually execute that entire time. And we talked about Boxy playing like a great first like 30-35 minutes. Might be the first time that we've seen him not really do that much in a fight.
It does help that he gets the level 25 talent, which I'm assuming he's going to get the Berserker's Call AoE.
Yeah.
It does help, but
It's not going to be enough, I think, in terms of like you're talking about how chaotic
Yeah.
it is. It's really crazy in these fights.
The issue that the Radiant is facing right now is that I think when their BKBs run out, they're in a lot of trouble because Zeus is going to murder everything. So you have to get a really quick pick when the fight begins. Like they need to just explode on top with Naga, or while controlling Naga, so they don't just song the supernova, and try to go from there. It's not easy.
I mean,
It's
one
definitely
of the
not easy.
things that you talk about there, though, with the fights getting so chaotic, that actually does, I think, sometimes help Zeus a little bit. You've got
Yeah.
a bunch of melee heroes that are on BlinkPool's side. They might start running in a little bit too close than you would expect. And again, Axe 25, that's not something that people, I think, are super accustomed to. Could very easily turn
it
into
can
like
it can be a bit
ultimate bomb.
jarring, just the range in which you get hit from.
Yeah.
But
What's Furent's move speed?
Let's find out. It is currently 357.
In Shadowblade. He has
in
299
Shadowblade, it's
without it.
299, yeah.
Okay.
He dropped his boots, obviously. So
He's got buyback this time, too.
moving a little slow. But God, does he hit hard.
I almost think it would be advantageous for Alliance to at least let one lane push, because then they can play more around Quakefa's mobility instead of just trying to keep all three lanes pushed simultaneously. I mean, I know it does open up an opportunity for BlinkPool to get something big, but I think the best chance they have is Quakefa finding someone important outside of a true like full-fledged 5 versus 5, and then taking it from there and trying to pressure.
Alliance were just here last game.
Oh yeah, it's true. They're playing
Doesn't matter how
back-to-back
many times you
marathons.
change players, man. Alliance are always going to have long games.
It's true. They had a 10k lead in this game as well.
Yeah.
And well, actually more. They had 13k and an Aegis and for some reason no cheese.
Right.
Yeah.
That was really weird. I don't know what happened to the cheese.
No. That could have, it's funny to think back on. It could have been a game changer actually.
Yeah.
The
well,
fight
I mean,
was pretty close. If they had a cheese, who knows? Like while Quakefa was split pushing top in that
middle
fight.
lane.
This is going to be a jump. They get the Lincoln Sphere. They've got the Nimbus. They've got the Hex. He's dead. Zeus ulti comes in. The Icarus dive is
Oh,
way too
no.
late. Bashed up. 2 dead. They have buyback.
Excuse me?
Yules. Taiga's going to get forced away. He's going to get chased down. The stop is there, but the lightning bolt cancels it. It's going to be 3 dead. Yes, they all have buyback, but they're going to have to use it as they are knocking on the doorstep of Alliance's base.
A death
He-
is not an initiation.
He Icarus dove into the Nimbus and then got bashed by Madara, and he couldn't do anything.
Look at this. They're cutting the wave with Quakefa. But they are still pushing in the wave bottom. They have found Kaiser. He almost dies. Nullifier. Quakefa is in. Now he's going to get chained. He
Oh
takes
my
down
God.
the Zeus. Can he get the Ember Spirit? The Searing Chain keeps him alive. Kaiser's going to try to get back in. The song is there. They're looking to
BKB.
re-engage. Quakefa would be a huge kill if they could find it. They get the bash off the first hit. Bash coming in. Quakefa coming through. He's going to try to TP. The Sprout is there. Can he get out in time? Another
that's
bash.
got him.
The call is too late from Boxy. They do have buyback for Quakefa. He's not using it yet. The Sun Ray coming in. Madara's still alive.
X.
The Doppelganger. The Nimbus is back up. They found Boxy. It's the double Nimbus coming in. Taiga trying to run away at this point. Boxy getting low. They have no more Phoenix for 100 seconds. They're running through. They buy back on the Zeus. It's 4 dead now on the Alliance side. Boxy, the sole survivor. Quakefa still has buyback. They also have it on the Morphling. Now Boxy will fall. Quakefa will buy back, but it looks to be too little too late at this point. Boxy's dead for 2 minutes. He has no buyback. They're going to go straight for the tier 3 tower. It is backdoor protected, so taking it, well, now it's not. So this
Okay.
might be it. That might be it right there.
Okay, this entire fight, Morphling did not buy back. Like, they are just not on the same page at all with what's going on here. They spent so many resources, and they didn't buy back their strongest hero into this fight, and, well, that's probably going to be it. BlinkPool will definitely take 2 lanes off of this. There's no Axe, so PL is a god right now. And that's, Alliance just really dropped the ball on this one. Morph gets caught off in mid, they're not protecting him, and then all of them just try to fight afterwards, and he doesn't even join them.
There was another unfortunate circumstance in the fight where the egg from Phoenix stunned Madara while he was called into a blade mail, so he took no damage for the entire time. He would have died. Like, he 100% would have died if that egg didn't stun him. I mean, it's something that you can't really calculate in a fight, but it just made Madara live.
Koikfa is doing whatever he can to force heroes back. They're not really taking the bait other than the Ember Spirit, who can just rotate back in whenever he wants. Tier 3 will be taking top. They've gotten 2 sets of racks. They're trying to get the third in Megas. Sox is a little low, but he's feeling confident. They've dropped Tomb for Mike, which was stolen from Saxa. They've also dropped the Tomb for the Dire. It's Tomb versus Tomb. The Dire will win. Earth Splitter's going to come out. They want to kill this Undying, and they will, but that's another Tombstone drop down. Kaiser comes in with a Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. No Undying for 80, and it looks like BlinkPool back, not trying to finish the game. TP away from Kezu. They're going to Song and try to get home. Meanwhile, Koikfa takes the bottom racks, but he does die, and now he's dead for 2 minutes. Zeusult came through, Kezu and Misery came in. Radiance, Hex, Naga Siren. They cleaned it up.
It's been a while since I've seen a position 3 Naga that was not supposed to be a position 3.
Yeah.
This guy has so much farm.
That earlier Meteor Hammer, I think it makes a pretty big difference, being able to just keep the waves pushed out like that.
It is also him being very proactive on the map. Like, he was actively showing a lot because his cores did not want to show. And he would just Meteor Hammer, Riptide, and then walk away, and then, you know, keep doing that to every single wave, basically. They just have a tremendous amount of wave clear. They do, between the Zeus and him. Obviously, Ember can do it quickly. I think what really hurt Alliance the most this game is their Roches. Like, they had opportunities to push. Like, they had 2 10-second BKBs, and instead of just pushing off that, they waited for the third one. And then because of that, they lose out on an earlier Rax opportunity. And I don't think it can be understated how important stuff like that is when you're playing against these late game type heroes like PL, where chaos is your favorite thing as PL. Yeah. You want really long, awkward fights because you are going to know who you want to go on, and it's going to be real easy against 5-second BKBs to overwhelm people.
And it really comes back to that fight bottom, right, where they didn't choose to connect with the Furion and try to end the game, but end up wasting away their ages for Koikfa to take a top tier 3.
Right.
So
yeah,
that was
also
disagree with that play call. Like, they actually had such a huge spike. If they just play their net worth in that fight, bring Koikfa in. I think he even had buyback gold, right? So he just he goes in, tries to take the fight. If he dies somehow after using BKB, he has 2 lives, and they're basically fighting 7-on-5 at that point. They have an Aegis and a Furion with buyback. Can easily connect, but instead, they basically invited BlinkPool to take a favorable fight. And now they're Megad.
It's one last gasp, and the creeps are coming in. It is a zoo. And they've got the Nimbus right at the edge of the fountain. They're going to take it down. Mike will take some damage. Here comes the Meteor Hammer. One tier 4 will fall. The second one is about to as well. Glyph not up for another few seconds at least. Mike trying to clear out the waves as best he can. Axe is going to jump in. He gets 2. They got the Supernova as well. Madara taking a lot of damage, but he's got the Doppelganger. They're going to Song as well. Kezu trying to run away from Koikfa. They want to bring down Madara if possible, but they got an illusion with a Nullifier, unfortunately. Now they're going to turn around. Koikfa going to get just run down by Madara, and Mike is going to be one of the last men standing here. No more Koikfa for 96 seconds. Misery is taking a lot of damage, but here comes the Zeusult. Mike gets the double kill. Kezu running in. He drops the Nimbus down. They will buy back on Boxy, but it's still 3 dead for the Radiant team. The Ancient getting slowly whittled down as well. Boxy trying to man-fight Madara, getting a little bit low. They might be able to hold this. It's going to be close. They will have buyback. Boxy is trying to kite as best as possible. Here comes the Ethereal Blade. Eul Scepter keeps alive Kaiser. They take down the Axe. Right now, it's just Mike versus the 2 big cores, and he will fall. He has buyback, but it's too little too late. GG is called, and for the 2nd game in a row, Alliance lose a nail-biter.
I gotta say, I really don't think they should have lost this game.
No.
They were in such a good position for so long, and it feels like either, like Cinderin said, they were just not communicating properly, or just individual player decision-making. Even going all the way back to the laning phase, when we were watching top, and Boxy was not creep-cutting. Like, why? You should be creep-cutting there. I just don't see any reason for you not to. You'd have so much farm. You could farm the neutrals. You could farm every single wave for free. And, I mean, sure, it slows down his item timings a little bit, but in the grand scheme of things, it just feels like maybe they weren't playing the best that they could play. And this is 2 games in a row where they had a lead and then still lost.
I think also, though, you look at, you got to give, when I look at the BlinkPool draft, you were talking about earlier, right? The PL who likes to get into these crazy fights and then sort of be able to glom onto a hero and slowly drain away the mana. I think that they came in with a lot of ideas about what Alliance wanted to do, and then a lot of ideas of how to deal with it. The wave push, these cores that scale late game. And it worked. I think also probably playing another like hour, however long game beforehand, you could see a couple of those moments. The moment that you talked about where it was like the bounty rune that the axe takes it and then like blinks away, but he doesn't take the bounty rune. It's like it's small, but it's sort of emblematic of maybe like a mindset too. I don't know.
Yeah, there might have been some fatigue in that, but at the same time, you're playing these games. There's a lot of adrenaline to compensate for that right now. You've played 2 games only before this one for Alliance, right? They're 1-1 going into this.
Yes.
I think so.
I don't think that's an excuse. I think that's an excuse you can start pulling out when it's game number, I don't know, 6 maybe.
Okay.
Because they should be well rested. They've prepared for this. They've had a lot of time because they went through. They didn't have to play right after the Opens. There was obviously because it's Europe. They've had 3 days to prepare and whatnot. So I don't know. This team just seems to struggle with ending games. That's seems to be the problem. Against Kinguin, they had a 10k lead minute 30. I would imagine it's something similar. They had Aegis and Cheese. Probably tried to push high ground, or Aegis only, maybe. Failed the fight. And this case, I can only disagree with that fight we keep coming back to with the Furion. I think the game can end in
I
that
do
play.
too, yeah.
I really think the game can end. And instead they try to be a little bit too creative, a little bit too cute. And Furion is not Lycan, man. If that's a Lycan, that lane of Rax is dead. But Furion needs time. He can't just take a lane by himself in 10 seconds that you're buying time for on the other side. So they send up the Zeus there. He stands there a bit. And then, well, you're winning the fight at the same time. Oops.
Wow. So, rough stuff for Alliance there in that second hour-long plus game in a row. They will have a bit of a break, though. They still have 2 more games today, as do many of the teams that are playing, some even 3, I believe. So there's still a lot more Dota to happen. Currently 9 a.m. PDT. We'll have more coming up in EU. It's going to be either Kinguin versus Singularity or Wind and Rain versus BlinkPool. We'll wait and see what that next one is going to be. But for now, we'll take a quick break. We'll jump into our next series, next game when it's ready. So stick around, folks.